Recently, a conference of WTO organization, that is WTO, was held at Geneva, that is with regarding the regulations of international trade and commerce. In that meeting, India has tried to protect the interests of farmers and fishermen. India has completely protected the interests of farmers and fishermen. The recently concluded ministerial conference of the World Trade Organization at Geneva. Indian representatives at WTO organization conference has tried with their level best to protect the interests of farmers and fishermen. The cause of the developing and underdeveloped countries curbing harmful fishing subsidies and temporary patent waiver. The main issue was to curb the harmful fishing subsidies given to the fishermen, and also in support of patent waiver for temporary period. These are the interests of the Indian government for the well-being of not only for the India but also for the entire world. For which purpose? Checks are being placed on illegal fishing in the high seas, and our fishermen will be full freedom in our exclusive economic zones. So, how the fishermen interests are protected is with allowing the fishermen to take up their fishing activity with full freedom in the exclusive economic zone of the country. So, the illegal fishing in the high seas was restricted according to the representation made by the Indian government in the WTO conference held in Geneva recently. Also, similarly, the Indian government has put its efforts that the minimum support price will be protected for Indian farmers and their interest is also protected. So, in WTO conference held in Geneva, the Indian government has made representation to allow the government to ensure minimum support price to farmers to various products produced by them, various agriculture produced by them. That was allowed in this conference. The assurance of minimum support price to farmers is allowed or permitted according in the conference of WTO at Geneva. Also, the Indian government has made every effort not to allow subsidies for illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing activities. So, the fishermen will be allowed according to the international norms and also in exclusive economic zone with full freedom, but will be prohibited to carry on illegal fishing, unreported and unregulated fishing activities in the high seas or in other areas which are restricted or prohibited by the regulations of the WTO, which are recently concluded at Geneva. So, with this, protecting the fishermen, enabling them to allow fishermen to have to carry on fishing activity with full freedom in exclusive economic zones, and also minimum support price to farmers. In these two sectors, our Indian government has made every effort to protect the minimum support price to farmers and freedom of fishing in exclusive economic zones for the fishermen. And with these two activities, the government has taken every step to protect their interest and their long period demands, so that they need not face competition. Fishermen need not face competition from illegal fishing, unauthorized, underreported fishing activity in high seas, exclusive economic zones. So the fisherman has been given full freedom to carry on fishing activity in exclusive economic zones, and the Indian farmers are protected with minimum support price to their agricultural produce, so that their minimum interest is protected by assuring minimum support price to their produce.